Welcome to the Frog Splash Podcast, coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas. Once again, we're Adam.
Alex.
A little short-staffed today. We got a lot to talk about, so that's exciting. We're just days away. SummerSlam, a.k.a. Slam.
Super Slam.
I'm looking at this card. This has got a WrestleMania-looking card going on here.
That's true.
And once again, just like WrestleMania, we will have the cruiserweights on the pre-show.
Pre-show match.
Alex, why are they giving such disrespect to these guys?
Disrespect.
I don't understand. I don't get it. First, you move over the title. You rocket it on the Monday, the going home show, from Neville to Tozawa. But for what reason? Is it because we knew they were going to be on the pre-show and changing titles and the pre-show match is like usually a faux pas?
Yeah, maybe it was more exciting to do it on free TV than to do it in a pre-show match. I can see why they did something like that. That makes sense.
Now, the main question is, does Neville get it back?
No. There's only going to be 2 title switches that happen this Sunday, and that is not one of them.
I'll take that.
Take that.
You got to have the next feud build up for it, so some type of like interference or not run-in, but distraction of some sort. Like if Titus Brand wants to be the brand, he's got to find a way to start helping people win these matches and keep those titles.
Correct.
Not just a one and done type scenario.
Mm-hmm. Man, it sucks for Apollo Crews still. Like he's in a stable and he doesn't matter inside of the stable. Akira Tozawa matters.
Poor Apollo Crews. You know what? Poor Austin Aries. He worked so much harder to get that.
He should have had it at this pay-per-view right here, but he didn't even want it. He didn't even want it.
No, they were going to keep him bottlenecked in there.
Yeah.
And he's bigger and better than that.
Correct.
He should have known that when he signed with NXT though.
Yeah.
100%. All right, let's take it over. We'll move on to the second pre-show kickoff match presented to you probably by Mountain Dew, I would imagine.
Mountain Dew.
Kickstarter.
Mattel.
Because it's the kickoff match.
Yeah.
Right?
New flavor? Did they come out with a new flavor?
It's gotta be. Everyone's been doing spicy stuff like the cinnamon Pepsi. So this one's got to be like a habanero pineapple mix or something.
Ooh, habanero watermelon. Because it is the summer.
Habanero watermelon.
Calling it.
Presented to you by Mountain Dew Kickstarter. We have your tag team champions for SmackDown. The New Day. Versus the Usos. Or the Street Usos. Or just the regular
Urban
Usos. They've been going back and forth on SmackDown Live, taking win singles, taking win doubles. Where do we really go from here? Like, what haven't we seen already? Like, I feel like everything in the last 3 weeks that's led here has just been the same thing. What are they going to do to make it any different for us?
I know, and that's the thing. I know that, what was it? Was it Backlash whenever they had their match?
Yeah.
That was a good match, a really good match. That one was great. They did everything that was necessary for it. Then after that, each one subsequently after that hasn't been as good. Even
Battlegrounds really wasn't that great.
Correct. And then they showed on free TV right before it as well with a loss. I mean, once again, I think they wanted to make it matter on TV because they knew they were going to put them on the pre-show. Because we're not going to get, a Backlash or even a Battleground worthy match out of this kickoff unless Xavier's in the back playing video games and he's like, you know what, we should just do the best tonight. And then they put it down and then they go out there and kill it.
They are trying to do a little bit more up, down, down stuff, especially with this Rocket League championship.
Yeah, for sure.
Becky Lynch lost that match. That was really sad.
Spoilers. She also lost another match on Tuesday night.
Oh, poor girl.
So there's that.
Poor girl.
I mean, I'm not saying anything.
Who wins this match?
Oh, the New Day. New Day for sure. It's Big E and Xavier. They're giving Xavier more chances right now, and he's going to shine.
I'll take the safe bet. I'll take New Day on this. There's a lot to happen later on in this card. Pre-show is usually just build excitement. These guys will get it right to the end. You'll think the Usos are going to get it. And then right at the end, obviously, there'll be a kick out or Xavier
roll up by Xavier.
Foot, or finger, right on the rope.
Mm-hmm. He comes in with the elbow drop.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Let's go into a match that I deem to be probably on the low end of the spectrum, only because there's really no build-up to it. Mm-hmm. Randy the Snake Man Orton versus Rusev. And he's going to crush it. All of a sudden, Rusev, who lost his last match to John Cena, comes out and says, "Nobody can stop me." And of course, John Cena beat you.
John Cena does not count.
Well, I mean, John Cena is Superman.
Yeah.
So Randy Orton's got to come out. Does Randy Orton get a surprising win over this just to make up for last year just getting demolished? Or does he go 2 back-to-back years with just a loss?
He doesn't get crushed. It's not going to be anywhere near what happened last year. Rewatched it recently. Still as brutal as whenever we were watching it live. But in this feud right here, it's one of those cash grab type things. And not to be like cash grab for the fans as much as it's just Randy Orton getting a paycheck while he's doing a movie and then going back to that movie. And because of that, he's probably okay with losing because he knows that he won't be back for another 2 months or so. And Rusev needs a push. He needed that win against John Cena. John Cena did not need that win. It's a flag match. You're not getting pinned. You're not being submitted. So he really should have won that. But, we're neither here nor there. Rusev will win this, needs to win this. I'm going to say he's going to win this. He's probably going to lose it. He should win this.
It's so funny. I watched SummerSlam 2015, I believe. Rusev had a flag match versus Jack Swagger. I want to let you know that those rules were way different than the one that just happened at Battlegrounds.
No.
It was just a regular match, and you got pinned, and then you took the other opponent's flag and left. That was it. There was no podium. There was no, placing it in there. None of that, whatsoever. So it was kind of, I don't know.
There was no picking up the stand and hitting it over someone's head.
Or just throwing the flag. Just inconsistency when we book these specialty type matches. And, there's no stipulation for this one. Randy, Rusev has to win it more. Rusev gets the win here. Like you said, we touched on it on the last pay-per-view of SmackDown. Randy Orton's off in Thailand, probably about 3 days of the week, filming for a current film that's in almost post-production. It's almost finished already. He's going to have some time off, enjoy it with his family. He just keeps posting pictures of his kids on Instagram, so we know he misses them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's knock off a championship match. You get to pick which one you want to talk about. There's 1,000 of them, so.
Let's talk about, because I want some excitement, let's continue with SmackDown.
Okay.
Let's do the SmackDown Women's Championship match. I think this one could be very exciting. Do you want me to start off with this?
Go ahead.
For sure. So, with Naomi being the champion, we have not felt like we've had a woman champion that's really had the prestige and brought much to the table. She's just been that baby face that has been riding the wake. She wrestled Lana, which isn't even a challenge. She's not been challenged at all since she's been champion, except for winning the championship in the first place. But here we go. 2 podcasts ago, or 3 podcasts ago, maybe 4, Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I thought that Natalya was going to win it. Ended up, they didn't give it to her. They gave it to Carmella. But
no, that was James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth won it. Good job, James. Welcome back.
It's in the history books that he won. If you go to Wikipedia for the first women's, he says he won it.
That's great.
Can't change history.
And then we had the match where they did the number 1 contender. Yep. I said, hey, this is where they give it to Natalya. I told you they were going to do it here. They didn't. They're going to do it here. There's a reason why they did it, and I've got to keep going with it. If I say she loses here, then why did I say she was going to win those ones in the past? Natalya wins this. She becomes the women's champion, but she does not carry it for very long. But she does deserve to have one more championship.
Like a Mankind championship, and then she'll lose it again on Tuesday, in 3 days.
Something like that, for sure, to the New Day.
Naomi wins this. they haven't. Her first run was real lackluster because she was injured, and they gave up her title, and then she was able to come back in time for Mania. Just kind of feel like they rushed that. We need to give her some like legitimacy for the second run. From what the rumor mills are saying, they're not going to ready to take it off her until after the new year.
After the new year,
yeah.
I think Natalya should win it. She should win it on Sunday. She should then lose it on Tuesday back to Naomi.
Yeah.
Like, that would make Naomi have a little bit of something.
Make Naomi a 3-time.
Have a little je ne sais quoi or something, you know?
Yeah, and then Asuka comes out.
Yeah.
And then she's like, whatever she says in Japanese and just yelling. And she still has the NXT title because she beats Ember Moon.
And then she booty bumps her, and then it's like, whoa.
They booty
Double
bump.
booty bump.
Oh, what if they were a tag team?
Oh!
The booty bumps.
They should be the tag team women's champions.
I love it. Yeah, that's not a thing.
What I mean is, like, Asuka gets the Raw championship and she continues up.
But it could be. All right, let's jump on down because I just want to get this one out of the way.
Oh, man.
Big Show.
Hell's Big Show.
And then whatever Big Cass's entrance song is.
It's kind of like country rock.
Yeah, it's very
Does it
revival.
fit a guy who's from New York?
No, not at all. With Enzo Amore in the ever so famous shark cage.
Okay.
This is twice now we've used it in the last calendar year. Let's keep it rocking. I think there should be one shark cage match per pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view.
Like, let's put it on the Taboo Tuesday that's coming up and just straight rocking shark cage. Just let it travel.
Well, Survivor Series, you have a whole team suspended in the shark cage. Whoever wins that match, they get lowered down to be the next team to wrestle.
It's a reverse elimination chamber. You actually go back into a pot. No, you get pinned and you get into the cage.
You get into the cage
and you go above it. That's what happens. Reverse elimination chamber. # make it so.
Make it happen.
I'll go with this one. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever why Big Cass would lose this match.
Correct.
Big Show was supposed to have his last match at the Andre the Giant Memorial Tournament. That's what they talked about, a Rumble. And I guess he wasn't happy with that outcome, as he shouldn't, because he did terrible, and Braun Strowman did terrible. Like, that whole thing was just terrible this year, besides Mojo and Gronk.
What about Mahal? It showed that he was going to be the champion.
I forgot he was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Damo did really well.
Yeah, Big Damo.
Big Damo did great.
Shave your back. Shave your back.
Yeah, he's doing really good in Sanity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're in a championship match on Saturday.
Yeah, I knew that. Brooklyn 3. Shout out.
3.
You can't have Big Cass lose this match. Otherwise, it makes everything that he did with Enzo and Big Show just kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Enzo's got a lot of heat right now from backstage stuff. I get it. Maybe he wears his personality too much. Maybe that's just who he is. And so he's loud. He talks a lot. And some people just may not like that. Maybe they were just traveling for a long time and it just got someone's freaking nerve. There is some talk, however, that in order to solidify his loyalty to Big Cass, Enzo actually sabotages this match against Big Show.
Oh.
I still see Big Cass winning this, regardless of what I said happens there.
Yeah.
But Big Cass has to win this. We can't bury a guy so young with so much talent from a guy who's probably in one of the best shapes of his life since at least the last 15 years, who's has moments, months, weeks left in his career.
Yeah.
Big Cass.
Big Cass wins for sure. Halfway through the match, Enzo calls for Big Show to throw him a microphone, and then we have Enzo cutting a promo on Cass during the last part of the match, but Cass doesn't get distracted and still wins.
Yeah. It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
I think so.
Got to make it an entertainment match.
Yeah.
This is a sideshow match. This is a giant versus giant match.
Mm-hmm.
With a little guy. It's a little guy.
There's a lot of championships up here.
There's so many champions.
Let's jump a little ahead to the Raw Tag Team Championship. The Cesaro-Sheamus connection versus Shield without the D because it's missing the big dog, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. They did the thing.
They did.
And they missed it. They did this thing. Yeah.
As King Ross said, they went out there and they were trying to fist each other. and then they missed the fist, and then Sheamus and Cesaro came out and they fisted the Shield.
Yeah, we're the bar guys. We go to the bar.
There's two things that can happen here. One, Sheamus and Cesaro just keep the belts and win this. Mm-hmm. Or two, we throw the strap on the Shield.
The Shield
2.0, no D.
Yeah.
And let them have a little run here. Seth Rollins isn't a top guy right now in that way, just because he's clearly not one of the four in this fatal four-way.
They have 6 people that could potentially be in the main event right now that are not in the main event. 7 if you count Deanie Bopper, but he doesn't make anywhere near as much money as the rest of the people that are main eventers.
So my prediction is Cesaro and Sheamus win this match because Dean actually does a heel turn on Seth, building that feud up.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the same thing. I thought at first, I was like, oh, okay, like Dean and Seth, they're still not friends. It's almost like how Cesaro and Sheamus weren't friends, and then they could be the champs. And I was like, nah, they're not going to do that again. They'll probably just have one of them turn on the other one and then have their own like feud that has no title associated with it for the next couple of pay-per-views.
You know what they should have done just to continue the joke going is like have Shield reunite like every 3 years, and then the one that's going to turns on everybody.
Yeah,
like that's how we should have had Roman turn. Like it should have been Roman instead of Seth Rollins, and I think people would have like respected Roman Reigns a little bit more.
It should have been Roman. Hashtag it. Should have been Roman.
Your turn. You get to pick one. There's only 1,000 left. Sorry, 998.
You just spin the wheel and see where it goes. We can go with a non-title match. We can go with the Demon.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Versus
I got my Balor Demon.
The boy from the Bayou, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Husky Harris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's my boy.
I'll let you open that one.
So, with what we saw on Monday, with SummerSlam coming early, we saw Finn Balor lose a match against
Clean.
Bray Wyatt. Clean. Well, clean, but then he got dirty afterwards.
He got dirtied.
The only thing that I can say that would be a positive out of that match and out of him losing that is when he's not the Demon, he's not as powerful as when he is the Demon. And if we're going to go with that, that means on Sunday, as I already think, your boy, worldwide, Finn Balor Club, he's going to win it. He's going to win it on Sunday. He's going to be the Demon. He better have a good entrance. I know they don't do pyro anymore, but he definitely gets his smoke going. But with that, he continues every single pay-per-view to beat someone going up and up the card until he does win that Universal Championship again. Maybe at
SummerSlam.
Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Like, who knows? Maybe it's that short of a time, or maybe it's a little bit longer. Maybe they have to do it at Mania or something like that. But he wins every pay-per-view as the Demon, but he barely ever wrestles not as the Demon on Mondays anymore. That would be the only thing that I would say that would work. If not, I think it was kind of ridiculous that he lost on Monday.
You know how they really should have booked it? Is Bray Wyatt's pouring the paint all over him, and then the lights kick out, the lights come back, and Finn's gone.
Yeah.
Because then he reemerges as the freaking demon on Sunday. Like
Demon Boy.
Or you like pan over Kurt Angle's like office and like smoke's coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because him just simply going in there and saying, I got a couple of demons of my own. Yeah, we know. You're the Demon King.
Like they should have made it a little bit more campy, honestly. When she knocks on the door, he should have cracked it open, smoke comes out, it's all just dark in there, and he goes, I'll see you on Sunday. And then closes it. Like, you know, something that more campy, hokey. I would have liked that more than him coming out and saying, I got my demons too.
They were saying...
we know you're the demon man.
He got covered in some type of red viscous, right? He covers his body in paint. How would that even bother him?
Yeah.
Like, it's not really like... It's not even like Gangrel style. Like, bloodbaths.
Yeah.
The Brood style. Come on,
Brock Lesnar, like, licks blood every time he makes people bleed.
When he was laughing at the Undertaker.
Yeah.
It's my favorite gif.
That's amazing.
I didn't actually pick somebody for that. Finn Balor.
Duh.
I don't have a Bray Wyatt Funko, so even though I saw it for $3 at Target and I chose not to buy it, it's all beat up box, but I should just buy it anyways.
Yeah, dude.
For $3.
I mean, it should be beat up.
Yeah. All right, let's get this one out of the way, and then we'll push it through. And I'm only saying get this out of the way for a couple of reasons. Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus the boss, the legit boss, the first replacement, Sasha Banks. This was supposed to be Bayley's moment. From Brooklyn 1 to Brooklyn 2 to SummerSlam. She never got her WrestleMania moment. In fact, her moment was kind of overshadowed when she took out Charlotte's number at that house show in February. Or sorry, at the pay-per-view in February. And she beat the record there, whatever
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
Bayley's hurt. I can get over that. But now we're just kind of rushing. So it's supposedly like real life heat between these two wrestlers. Like they've got mad beef between each other, like behind the stage and stuff.
Oh, okay. I like that insider info that you have.
It's, I just report what I hear, which is just somebody else reporting what they hear.
Do we know why? Is it because Sasha knows that she's a better wrestler for how short she is?
Well, Alexa Bliss is not very short or not very tall either.
Correct, they're both short.
Yeah, this is
But
one's
a good wrestler and the other one's a good talker.
It's gonna be a short match.
It's gonna be a short match.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just probably rub each other the wrong way. Similar personality styles, bunch of driver mentalities.
Yeah, you're right.
With that being said, Sasha has a terrible record in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
One, she lost. Last year in SummerSlam, she lost, which was the first ever Hell in a Cell for the women.
Mm-hmm.
Lost that. Loses this match too. They like it. They like Alexa Bliss. She can talk strong. Mm-hmm. She can overcome the boos or the whats. Mm-hmm. And it really is something that our women's division promos, they just need to get a little bit better. Take lessons from her. She's probably spent time when she was in NXT talking with Regal on her mic skills, who he's very famous for. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to keep it on Alexa. I don't see that. This wouldn't be one of the titles I see changing.
I don't see it changing either. It's actually, the only thing that's kind of weird about Alexa Bliss is she is a great heel, but she does so much stuff for WWE, like promotional stuff, outside of it. And she looks like she's, happy and having the time of her life, making kids happy and not making kids cry. That's the only kind of like weird disconnect that you have. But she's perfect for that. She's perfect for being out there doing promotional stuff.
Are you saying double heel turn? Or just double turn?
Double turn.
Like we just turn Alexa into like the goody good?
Yeah, she retains the title, but she becomes good in the process.
Yeah, because when Sasha loses, Sasha grabs a chair and a kendo stick and just goes to town.
Yeah.
And just tears everywhere. And
yeah.
There's a spit on the
hair. That's the only thing on the hair. That'd be the only way that you could make this match actually interesting. Because I don't think they're making it interesting right now.
How can they? This is last minute changes that they have to throw in there.
Yeah.
Right? One more championship, and then I want to get into the top 3 matches of the night because I'm actually excited for these. Mm-hmm. We've got the United States Championship, AJ Styles versus KO Mania.
Bat Dad for life.
Kevin Owens. Shane McMahon is the guest referee. Not a great record as a guest referee. Turns to be a little biased. That's okay. He's already been kicked in the face. He got Pele kicked. And then he got, what was it? It was another kick that occurred too, this last week. I'm trying to remember.
I didn't get to watch this last week. You guys were keeping me updated.
But what is silly here is that we know this match is how it's going to play out. They're going to get all the moves, all the high flying. There's going to be a pump-up powerbomb, which AJ Styles does kick out of, but it's going to take the phenomenal forearm. I think AJ Styles could pull off the Styles splash if Kevin Owens can hold his own body weight.
Oh, man, yeah.
Because that is a lot of top-heavy, flipped it upside down, bottom-heavy person to lift. Mm-hmm. That's my only concern. AJ Styles wins this match.
Yeah.
He's the better one.
He's AJ Styles wins this, but he wins it via disqualification because Chris Jericho comes out and beats up, or actually he loses, but he doesn't lose his championship because Chris Jericho comes out and beats up Kevin Owens. At first, I thought that was going to happen, and then Shane was just going to send him out, and then AJ Styles was going to win, but I think it'd be better if he just DQs him. Just ends it that way.
I mean, if you have the commish here, he'd be the first person to be like, nope, we're starting this over.
Yeah. That's
so
why
he's got that. He's got
that's
that
why I've
power.
kind of gone back and forth. No matter what, AJ Styles doesn't lose the belt.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the match that everyone's talking about now, which we were not talking about last week.
Well, yeah.
The John Ceners versus the Baron Corbin, the Lone Shark match. Here's the problem. Baron Corbin doesn't have any power now. He doesn't have the money in the bank. Mm-hmm. He, for whatever reason, chose to have John Cena disqualified or that match disqualified for his championship against Jinder on Tuesday. Here's a little news flash, Baron Corbin. You could have let Cena win. You would have still had your match this Sunday. You could have lost to Cena, DQ'd yourself, hit him with the chair, cashed it in, got your money in the bank. But no, because you decided to start talking smack to Dave Meltzer over Twitter, who said that you were going to lose your money in the bank contract. And he was right, like he usually is. This is what you get. But the good news is you get this win. Because Cena's jumping to Raw. He's not going to have to worry about you for a while. And this is your way of kind of gaining momentum. But it was done in the wrong way. And you need to protect your own character. Because you're not protecting your character. You're letting creative say this, this, and this. And then you just go with it. The Jerichos, the Edges, the Christians, all of them gave input and said when no is no, no is no. If you're just a yes man, you're going to get the yes movement, but with no WrestleMania moments. And that's what we live for.
No.
I'm glad you lost, but I didn't want it to even go like this.
Correct. So, yes, Baron Corbin does win on...
Went on a tangent. I'm sorry.
On Sunday, he has to show the world that he is better and he doesn't need the money in the bank in order to win the championship. That's the way that he still has his in to showcase something. The only thing is, although, yes, I did not get to see SmackDown on Tuesday live, but when I saw the GIFs and I saw the pictures of him being angry about losing his his Money in the Bank, he didn't seem legitimately mad, and that's where it makes me think, yes, he is being a yes man.
Yeah, he is.
Like, oh yeah, I have to go lose it. I guess I have to go lose it. But if he was Edge, if he was Christian, if he was any of those people, and they told him he needed to lose it, and at the end of the day, they were like, no, we're not reversing this. You're gonna lose it. He would go out there and make the biggest fuss about it, look like he's pissed because he is pissed, and he wasn't.
There's no emotion.
There's no emotion. He needed to show emotion to make it matter, and he definitely didn't. If he made it look like it mattered more, people would have cared more.
Agreed.
No one cares about it.
No.
It was all wasted.
Waste it.
And the people in the back, they were probably trying to see if he would, and he didn't. They wanted to see him squirm, and he didn't.
Damien Sandow, let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Damien Sandow.
I wish I could come back with what his new name is in TNA, but I don't remember it.
San Damien?
No, it's like...
Sandowski?
Yeah, something like that. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, rest in peace. Which that's going to jump right into the WWE Championship.
WWE.
Jinder Mahal, who retained his title from a disqualified match from Tuesday night.
Biggest pop he's ever gotten.
He's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. He's going against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mm-hmm.
Shinsuke is the man. Whether you believe it or not, whether he got heat for dropping John Cena. John Cena didn't seem to be mad. He told him, "Don't worry about it, bro."
Yeah. He said, "Don't say sorry.
Don't say sorry. Get even on my neck," and he did. I saw it. They're either gonna punish Shinsuke and not let him win here, but then what do you have next? Where does Jinder's next contender come from? We may not have one. However, if Shinsuke beats Jinder here and becomes the champ, we can still send Jinder on a promotional tour for India and do all of these circuits. And now we could possibly have Baron Corbin in that mix, in that talk. Possible. Oh, I beat John Cena. I'm going to beat you too. Possible. Shinsuke gets this win. Last year we got Finn Balor with that win. I am a believer Shinsuke gets this win.
Yeah, for sure. I told you at the beginning of this podcast there would be 2 title changes that happen, and this is the other one that happens. It's going to be Nakamura going over with the Kinshasa. Might even hit him with 2 Kinshasas. Might hit him with the back of the head Kinshasa and then a front facing Kinshasa.
Great Khali shows up.
Great Khali is ringside, but somehow can't get over the barricade.
Because he's old.
Yeah.
You ready to move on?
Yeah.
Introduce it. I don't have anything more than that match.
For sure. In the next match, we have the defending, reigning, undisputed, undefeated for a couple of months because he barely ever wrestles, Brock Lesnar.
Bum, 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 bum.
Defending.
Glad you could join us, Brock.
Thank
Go
you.
put your
Thank
front
you for
row
getting
right
here.
there.
He has a 25 and a third chance to win this match because he is going up against the big dog, the leader of the yard, the owner of the yard. He's about to sell his yard. Roman Reigns. You have the Destroyer, the Coquina Crusher, Samoa Joe.
Yep.
And Brock. Can't even do it.
You did it so well until the end.
Can't even do it. Braun. I play softball Strowman.
His dad's one of the greatest.
Is one of the greatest. Hit the farthest softball in the world in a home run.
Yeah. In this fatal 4-way, we've got a build that I didn't think they were going to be able to build it up like this. They went to the old books of let's get the big guys in the ring. Let's get every security guard we can get out there to break them apart. That's not going to work. Why don't we just start grabbing all of our wrestlers? Let's get all our wrestlers out there. Hashtag Curtis. Oh, what is his name? Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins, you did really well. Like you actually got Brock
He went
into
for
a
the
corner.
legs, man.
Yeah,
That's so good.
That's smart. That's probably one of the smartest things you've done all year. I liked it.
Yeah.
The title changes here. You can protect Brock because he won't take the pin. The universe is probably going to say it's going to be Roman. I would like it to be either Joe because Paul Heyman's been pushing for Joe since square one, since day one. They know each other for a long time. It could also be Braun. Everybody here has got a case of why they would be the champion. Braun has put in a lot of work this last year. His promos, his destruction.
Pooping everywhere. And
He's
tracking
got all
it.
the poop emojis everywhere. Pooping all over the world.
Pooping all over the world.
Hashtag it. If I have to pick one of the 3, because it's not going to be Brock.
It's not going.
It's not going to be Brock. I'll go Joe. I'll go Joe.
Doesn't sound convincing.
No, it's not because
not.
It's not, but it's Joe.
No, it's gonna be Brock. Brock's gonna win it. Brock's gonna stay here with the title for a little bit longer. I don't know if they'll do this or not. No, they'll keep it on him until WrestleMania. But we will see 2 people. We have 2 feuds happening right now. We have Brock and Samoa Joe. We have Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. They are both going to fight each other at the beginning. They're going to have their own separate squabbles.
Yep.
And the 2 victors out of those 2 will be Brock and Strowman. They will both get into the ring. They will have a little bit of fire right there in the middle, just so everyone has a little bit of the taste of it, so that they want that main event a little bit later, because they will get that main event later, one-on-one. But that's when either Samoa Joe or most likely Roman Reigns comes in and breaks it all up and gets pinned by Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns leaves getting pinned, but Samoa Joe probably ends up looking the weakest because he's going to be in the match the least amount of time.
Well, they're building it, and they're building it, and they're building it, and I can't wait to see them tear it down.
Mm-hmm.
Barclays Center, here we come.
Yeah.
You are
for Takeover. That's what we really care about.
Takeover. It'll be better. Takeover will be fun.
Takeover's gonna be real good.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
From all of us here at the Frog Splash Podcast, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Mm-hmm. Send us your comments, your regards. That's all I got for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything we do is too sweet. The podcast is for life.